So last night there was a little bit of a blue wave. Not a huge one. It wasn't a tsunami or anything like that, but it was a wave. It was sort of a middling wave, not a huge wave, but a wave nonetheless, right? So there were some Democrats. Democrats actually took the House. They did not win the Senate, but you also had some Democratic governors winning in some areas. So yeah, it was generally a decent night last night. In fact, Democrats took the House as expected, as well as governorships. Republicans took the Senate, mainly by beating centrist Democrats in places where Trump did very well in 2016, places like Texas, Florida. Also, Trump allied candidates had won. So now everybody was fairly curious. At least I can say that I'm curious, right? How President Trump would respond to some of the losses last night. Well, as I said before, that basically ended one-party rule in Washington. Now we've got divided government. Now we've got a House run by Democrats who have promised to do a lot of investigations, right? Well, in a press conference this morning, President Trump started out by doing this. Watch.
Mia Love. I saw Mia Love. She'd call me all the time to help her with a hostage situation, being held hostage in Venezuela. But Mia Love gave me no love, and she lost. Too bad. Sorry about that, Mia. And Barbara Comstock was another one. I mean, I think she could have won that race, but she didn't want to have any embrace. For that, I don't blame her. But she lost, substantially lost. Peter Roskam didn't want the embrace. Eric Paulson didn't want the embrace. And in New Jersey, I think he could have done well, but didn't work out too good. Bob Eugen, I feel badly because I think that's something that could have been won. That's a race that could have been won. And John Faso, those are some of the people that, decided for their own reason not to embrace whether it's me or what we stand for.
Oh, okay. So he starts out by saying, losers. I can't believe you lost. But you lost because you didn't embrace me and what I stand for. So Mia Love didn't give me no love. Bye-bye, Mia. So this is your president basically mocking Republicans for losing. Now, look, this makes all the sense in the world. If you know Donald Trump, you know that he's got no time for losers. He doesn't like losers. He only likes people who win. So him mocking those people, especially for not sucking up to him, which, by the way, if they had and they had lost, well then, it's not my fault. In fact, as the results started coming in, he immediately blamed Paul Ryan for whatever losses that they were going to have. Remember, this is the guy who made the entire midterm basically a referendum on him. Now, he tried to at least make it a referendum on him. I think it was more successful, actually, about when it comes to galvanizing his base, something that maybe the Democrats should think about doing, with fear and, oh, hey, immigration, right? Here comes the caravan. Here comes the caravan. Here comes, be afraid, be afraid. They're coming to replace you, right? They're funded by George Soros. They're coming to replace you and vote for Democrats. So you got to vote Republican. Well, it didn't necessarily work, at least when it comes to the House races. But again, Trump 101 is, look, it's not my fault you lost. It's never my fault. In fact, if you had just embraced me just a little bit more, then maybe you would have won. Trump 101, man. Blame the loser. And if they win, well, then you take the credit. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation. set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.